Okay, so we're getting ready to list our multi-million-dollar flip El Macero, and I've gotten multiple calls from agents asking us why we did not install a pool in this property.
So we're here today in the backyard of El Macero to take a look and decide whether we have to spend the money to put a pool in or not.
This is gonna be tough.
So as you can see in the backyard, we've already started making progress because we made initial decisions on what to do with it. We have some landscaping in, we have some tiling going to address what is the little pool out here.
Yeah, if you remember from one of our previous videos, we sat here and scratched our head for hours deciding what are we gonna do with this little spa in this big property. What is this?
I don't know, but I gotta tell you, after walking the entire house and now coming outside here, like, this kind of stinks. You're looking at a big wall, and I'm looking at a little pond.
Dude, I do not feel the love with this thing.
No, it needs so much work back here.
We decided to keep it and try to make it the best we possibly could by squaring the deck off, then tiling the deck with a modern tile, redoing the tile in the spa, but it's still just not feeling how we want it to feel.
Now, even though we're gonna do more than that, we're gonna paint the deck really fresh color that matches all the tile. We obviously already have the turf and the landscape in, so I think we did a good design job on what the backyard is, but the issue today is this is not enough for buyers, and we're hearing that loud and clear.
What's happened on this property and within the community is more than just dealing with this individual house. The comps in the community or the recent sales within the neighborhood have gone way up since we bought this property. But all of those sales, and I mean all of them, have really nice pools and spas.
But when we initially bought this house, as you can see from the backyard, let's look around here, it's not very big. So you pretty much have your spa in the center, and you have one concrete pad over here that's supposed to be what is the outdoor kitchen.
Yeah.
Not very big. And then over on the other side, you have the same size area that we decided to put turf in, and we made the yard the best that it can be for the size that it is.
It's kind of an awkward layout for this yard. It's really long and skinny. Honestly, it doesn't really call very much for a full-size pool and spa back here.
But that's what people want.
It's really what we got to look at, you know. What is it going to cost us to demolish all of this pool and spa that's existing? We probably got to take out that entire pad area over there for the outdoor kitchen and rip up some of the brand new turf that we just put in.
Well, if we're thinking of the pool, yeah, we have to think about where it's gonna go. And if I have to do this, I think putting it right in the center, because when you're in the house, I know I'm over here by the doors, but when you're in the house and coming through the slider, it's what you see.
Yes.
So maybe we could put it in the center and not rip up the turf and not have to sacrifice the kitchen.
Well, you got to think a pool's going to be 15 feet wide by 30 feet long for a standard pool. So we'd have the spa centered between the doors because that's the feature of the pool is a spa.
Yeah.
You know, and then we're going to have some sort of space on either side. 15 feet by 30 feet long, it's still a big area. I mean, we would definitely be diving in somewhere on this edge and really be going probably to the turf edge as well.
Or overlap it and have to take some out.
Right, and then, you know, how far against the wall do we have to be? How far away from that wall do we have to be?
Because you got to be able to walk around it and obviously get to either side. So it can't really cut you off too close.
No.
So the design is one thing. That's going to have to be very careful, not making it too big. But along with the design is the price. The reason we're even thinking of this is one, because agents have said something.
Yeah.
And two, because the comps are there.
Right, we think we could get the value, but only if we have the pool and spa. I'm wondering how much will the pool and spa really affect the value of this property on the resale side? You're gonna have families looking in this neighborhood for a home like this. It's a great family home. Without a pool and spa, can they fathom the vision or the thought of having to install their own? A lot of the times we stage properties simply for that reason.
Yeah.
We want to set the vision. We want the house to be completely turnkey when you move in. If you move in here and think to yourself, man, I got to build a pool and spa and I don't know what it's going to cost, that could cause me or another buyer to want to look at another property.
Totally. That's a lot of work to do, especially on top of buying a new house. So the hard decision today is based on the feedback a pool seems necessary in this backyard. What if we just went ahead and did it for them?
Dude, I don't know, man. We're talking about right now a 4, maybe 5 month build for a pool, and we're 10 days away from listing this house.
So
There's
pool
no
construction
way.
is just not gonna happen because the timing won't work because we're almost done with the house. So what do we do then?
I have an idea. Maybe we can call our pool builder. He's great at doing CAD drawings or 3D renderings of pools. What if we did the design ourselves, got the price of what it would cost to build the entire pool out ourselves, and offer that to the buyer? When we close escrow on the home, we pay for the pool. We'll build the pool for you outside of escrow.
So we get the company, get the design, paint the whole picture for them.
Right.
They buy the house with essentially priced with a pool, which is what we want.
Priced with a pool,
yeah.
Sure.
And then that company go ahead and does it as soon as they move in.
So as soon as we close escrow on this property, we'll have some sort of agreement worked out. We got to think through it, obviously. We're going on the whim here. But what we could do is have an agreement worked out that when we close escrow, we pay the pool company, or at escrow to even become more hands-off. We just give them the exact credit of what it will cost to build the pool,
and they do it,
and let them worry about it themselves. But at least they get the money to do it, they get the company that's gonna build it, and it's already been architected out for them, so they don't have to go through that either.
Okay, so first things first, this house is almost done, so we need to call them, get the designs, and see if we can pitch it that way.
Yeah, I'll get them out here, we'll get a 3D rendering, and then we'll catch up on it.
Let's do it.
All right.
2 very boring minutes later.
So trying to make big decisions here with this backyard design. We got the pool drawings in. They actually look really good. Let's check a couple of them out.
Yeah, so now that I got them pulled up here on the screen, they did a great job with situating the pool, building something in the right place, and making it the right size. That was the dilemma with this backyard that's really not that big.
Right, would a pool even fit in here? And what they put in here was, it looks like a 30-foot long by 14-foot wide pool with a 360-degree infinity edge spa. It looks pretty awesome.
Also, if I scroll through some of these, I think they also have a water feature in the back and a swim deck for like 3 or 4 chairs, which is awesome. They almost have like every zone of the pool usable.
Yeah, one thing I really like that they did here is they kept both sides of the landscape intact. So it doesn't look like they have to demolish the entire yard to get this pool in.
No, you totally still have an area for your outdoor kitchen. The pool's right front and center in front of your slider door, so you see it from the house, and you still have a big turf area over on the side to use.
Right. I think the best thing we could do here is list the home at top dollar. I think top dollar on this is gonna be 1.45 million.
Okay.
But with that comes us as the sellers installing this pool for them.
Well, if you look at the actual numbers of where we wanted to be on this sale, now granted we bought it without a pool, 135 would be awesome. We'd make all the money at 135. So if we did that, we could pitch it where we would do that for them, sell it at 145, knowing we're gonna spend 100,000 and end up at 135.
Right, and like you said, this pool, the estimate came back a little high for us, to be honest. It came back at $96,000.
Right.
Do you think we could beat that down a little bit too?
I mean, it's a pretty fancy pool, so we could remove some stairs, remove some swim deck, maybe don't do a water feature. It would still be great, it's still a pool, and it'd probably cut it down by like 30,000, roughly, maybe 40.
So listing it at 145, installing, let's call it a $95,000 to $100,000 pool into it, as it is today. That lands us at 1.35. Like Jesse said, 1.35 is a huge win for this property, and the buyers get a brand new pool. I think this is the way to go.
So what we gotta do is blow these up, really big, clear images, put them on easels in the house. So basically everyone showing the house can see this, understand what we're trying to communicate, and fall in love with it.
So that's how you get creative and take a tough situation and turn it into a positive situation.
And make some money in the process.
That's right, that's always the goal here. If you guys have any questions about how we decided to design this backyard or designing properties of your own, make sure to drop a comment below. We're always happy to help.
Until then,
We'll see you on the flip side.